Welcome friends to another video, and today I'm going to talk about John Varvatos Dark Rebel Rider. This is a fragrance that was launched in 2016, and the nose behind is Rodrigo Flores Ru. This is a very interesting fragrance, especially if you love saffron, because this is a saffron bomb, or at least that's how it behaves on my skin. A very complex composition which features a lot of notes. So we have in the top notes bitter orange, aldehydes, saffron, marjoram and hyssop. In the middle notes we have orris, osmanthus, black violet, rock rose, olibanum, resin and tolu balsam. And in the base notes we have leather, cocoa, vanilla, cedar, patchouli and woody notes. A very dark fragrance, a very pungent fragrance at the same time, very spicy, very woody and very balsamic. But as I said, this one has one major feature. If you love saffron, then this is a fragrance for you. Unfortunately for me, this is my biggest problem with this fragrance, the quantity of saffron inside. If it had a bit less saffron, probably this one would have been in my collection. I would have went and bought a full retail bottle, but unfortunately it's too much saffron for me inside. The main accords on my skin are saffron, leather, cocoa and all the woody notes, and also the balsamic notes, the tolu balsam, and also the olibanum, which gives you the same balsamic vibe. Very powerful opening. It's a huge blast of saffron combined with some bitter orange and also with the aldehydes. Afterwards it becomes a bit, but just a bit floral and a lot more balsamic. The florals inside are very, let's say, airy, very soft, but the balsamic notes take over the full fragrance, and you're gonna feel this change between the top notes and also the middle notes, but the same saffron note from the opening remains backstage to the balsamic notes. Then you're gonna get a lot of leather. It's a very harsh leather. It's not a cozy, comfortable type of leather. If you want, it's the type of leather that you see on a motorcycle that has seen a lot of roads. Basically, when wearing this fragrance, in my mind comes the same image of a motorcycle rider dressed all in leather and riding the motorcycle in the night on an empty road. This is the image that I always get in my mind when I wear this fragrance. This is how it makes me feel, although I don't ride bikes. I only drive cars, just like everybody else. But it's very interesting. And as I said, you're gonna get a lot of leather combined with some very beautiful cocoa, and I love this note in fragrances. And I also like it a lot here in Dark Rebel Rider, and a big infusion of woody notes, cedar, woody notes, also patchouli, and a bit of sweet vanilla. Not too much, because it will clash with the saffron, because the saffron will be present from the beginning until the end of this fragrance on your skin. In terms of longevity, well, considering the opening, I was expecting a lot more in terms of performance from this fragrance, but I usually get 8 to 9 hours of longevity with a very powerful projection for the first 2 to 3 hours, followed afterwards by a 2-hour moderate projection and a 1 hour and a half of very soft projection. It's not bad. I don't complain about the performance. I'm just saying that after seeing the opening or smelling the opening, I was expecting this fragrance to stay on my skin a lot more than 10 hours, for example, and with a beast type projection. It doesn't, but still, it's great, it's performing well. I have no complaints here. The only complaint, as I said, is the saffron note, which is too much for my nose. This is a mature type of fragrance for a mature audience, for mature consumers. I don't see this being worn by younger crowds. And this is, at least to my nose, exclusively a cold weather fragrance. Spring, fall when it's cold, and especially winter when it's really cold. It performs well, it smells well, it has beautiful notes inside, it has good performance, but as I said, if the saffron would have been a bit toned down, I would have probably bought a full bottle of this one. This pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, be safe, be good. Peace.